Hello, everyone. It's my honor right now to be talking to my good friend, Raghu Raghuram. Raghu, great to see you.
Great to see you.
This feels like VMware Explore,
Yes,
you know?
indeed.
Raghu is CEO of VMware, and I have so much in my heart of love for the company because I spent 8+ years there. And some of my favorite times was sitting in my office and then wandering over to Raghu's office
Yes.
to ask him a question. And we'd spend hours just like talking. So he's become a dear friend. And for all of you in the industry, you probably know him because you go to the VMware conferences. He is definitely the most knowledgeable person on all things data center, private cloud, cloud infrastructure. So I could spend hours with him, or we could actually spend more time talking about sports, which is a
Yes.
real passion.
It'll be even longer then.
Yes, absolutely. He's got a great amount of love for sports like me. But let's start with VMware. What an incredible estate. And you were there practically from the beginning with Diane Green, with that first million of virtual machines to now, what, is it 70 or 75 million odd virtual machines?
Or more. Yeah. Sometimes in the ballpark.
So it's incredible, the success. And you were at the center of driving software-defined data center to private cloud and multi-cloud. Now, what is your view of where this hybrid cloud, multi-cloud journey for VMware is headed?
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. Firstly, I echo the wonderful times that we had, and when you were back at VMware, we first said, hey, the world is not going to be just customers are not going to run their most important applications in one location. They're going to run it in multiple locations. Now that's become true now.
Yes.
70% of VMware's customers use two public clouds in addition to VMware, right? And increasingly, a lot of applications they're building at the edge. So that is the world that we see. And that's what we call multi-cloud. And initially, it used to be, I'm going to put everything in one place. That was the cloud-first strategy.
Yep.
These days, it's about what we call the cloud-smart strategy, right? They figured out which applications to put where based on the data needs and the infrastructure and all the other factors. And so today, VMware's customers ask us to say, help us build, run, and manage all of these. And that's really what we are doing for customers. And it's a very interesting time because on the one hand, you've got all these historical applications that still power 80, 90% of their revenue. And then you've got all these new digital applications that are coming in, cloud native architectures and so on. And so we get to participate in both. And so that's what we're doing.
And as a key part of that cloud smart, also the world has got a lot of these sovereign clouds, right?
Yes.
So you're going to be in a place where the sovereign cloud factor should actually benefit VMware significantly.
Yes, indeed. And as you know, we have over 4,000 service providers that build and offer clouds based on VMware technology. We are working with a subset of them, about 70 to 100 of them, who are explicitly building sovereign clouds. And we have built technologies in our infrastructure solutions to make it easy for them to implement sovereignty requirements. So so that's a growing opportunity.
Fantastic. And listen, obviously everyone has the VMware Broadcom partnership.
Yep.
Whenever that happens, in their mind, what is your and Hawk's view of where Broadcom and VMware? What's the vision of how these two are going to continue that vision of what VMware's had into the future?
Yeah, the great news is what you just said, continue. Broadcom, Hawk specifically, has put out a lot of public blogs saying he intends to continue VMware's multi-cloud strategy. We work with them very closely in the planning of the future VMware. And you and I, let's go back to our times in the offices together and we think about, hey, what happens in this world 5 years, 10 years? So imagine, I'm going to use a Sanjay Poonen experiment here. Imagine you were Rip Van Winkle and you fell asleep and you woke up 5 years in the future.
Okay, or Austin Powers, whatever.
Austin Powers, yes. So what would you see, right? Would you see more applications or less?
More.
More, right? And would you see more AI or less?
A lot more.
Yeah, in fact, like we were talking outside, language models are probably going to be as common as databases are today.
Yes.
And where are these things going to run? They're not all just going to run in one place, right? They're going to run in these clouds. They're going to run in these data centers. All the inference is going to be in the edge, powering all sorts of amazing technology that you and I get to use as consumers. So the world is getting even more distributed, way more distributed. A lot more applications, a lot more AI. That's what is coming at us. So in that world, VMware's mission is pretty much the same mission as it is today.
Yeah.
Run, manage, and secure, and connect all of these applications wherever they're running take the complexity out of the system so customers have all of this choice. So that's really what we're trying to build.
I think it's fantastic, and to have the resources of a Broadcom when that happens, and have even more to be able to do. I can't wait for that. We just had Alan Davidson at our conference. He is the CIO of Broadcom.
Yep.
They're one of our biggest customers. So we're looking forward to augmenting even more of our VMware partnership with Broadcom when that happens. Look, listen, one of the key things that we do in data security and management is protect workloads.
Yeah.
And here, let me try your Rip Van Winkle question back to you.
Yes.
What do you think is number one workload we protect?
VMware.
There you go. Well, why not? So
Yes.
VMs are the number one.
Yes.
And the largest customers of VMware use Cohesity because we win on scale and speed and simplicity. So that's fantastic. We've invested very heavily in VMware. And one of the things that's made this much more than just a storage and a data management cell is a security phenomenon around ransomware.
Yep.
And every board, you're on a board, CISOs, audit committees are freaked out about ransomware.
Yeah.
This is something that's a rallying cry. How do you think we can continue to work together on the security fabric of data beyond just doing the best job with protecting VMs?
Yep. So definitely, firstly, I mean, congratulations to Cohesity and Mohit and team for building a phenomenal product. I got a chance to talk to Mohit in the past. Great offering, and
Absolutely.
now you get to carry it to the next level of greatness. And you're right. So when I talk to CIOs or CEOs, the phrase that I hear most often is we are playing offense plus defense.
Yes.
Offense is all these digital transformation, AI, and all the exciting stuff. Defense, on the one hand, is cost optimization. On the other hand, is protecting data, protecting users, and security and ransomware protection, etc. So that is a very high priority. At the VMware board, I can tell you every board meeting, we provide a written session on what's happening in the world of our cyber efforts, right? Clearly, ransomware is a big part of it. So for VMware customers, this rises to the top. We have our own effort at VMware around taking advantage of our storage technologies and compute technologies to do some protection. But by and large, customers use technologies such as yours to do this, and taking advantage of the power of the cloud to protect the most critical applications. Like I said at the beginning, still 90% of the companies, our customers, revenue-bearing applications, the most important applications they care about, run on VMware.
For sure.
So if those get locked up for whatever reason, it would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
So it is a very, very high interest topic. It's a high importance. And it's great to see that Cohesity is building out all of these great solutions around not just data protection, but then using that, extending that platform to deliver ransomware and better security.
Yeah, listen, I mean, we're very committed. Please tell all your engineers, I mean, from ESX in the early days, what we've done with vSphere, to vCloud Director, to vRealize, the things we're doing with vSAN and secondary storage protection, to things we could do with VMC. We're very committed to optimizing for the VMware workloads.
Appreciate it.
And the largest customers often are giving us feedback. So we'll continue to shine because of our tech relative to other alternatives in the market, but the partnership with you is really, really pristine. Now, we could talk about the Warriors and everything, but that'd be hours and hours.
Yes.
But for the tens of thousands of people who are going to be watching this on video, I want you to know this is, I think, one of the first times we've had at any Cohesity conference a CEO of VMware coming here. So we're just delighted. It's a super important partnership to me as CEO of Cohesity. And as you know, Raghu pointed out, the legacy of and the foundation stone of what Mohit has built here, something we're going to build on top of. So Raghu, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best. Of course, we talk a lot, and thank you for spreading your wisdom to our customers and partners at this event.
Thank you for having me.